Where's my, oh, it's right here. It's like, where's my shirt at? Okay, so we got that on my watch. I need to grab a couple Trios. We're not going very far, but she'll need something. And that's where our feet. Let's wear this. Yeah, we'll wear the feet. And then do this really fast. I don't know if I can. There we go. Okay. Let's grab this. Oh, man. I don't want to put you there. I'll put you here. I don't know where my dog is. She's been jumping up and down, and now all of a sudden it's very quiet. Okay, I need to try to blow my nose. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Let's put this right here. Don't know, everybody. You were so weird. Such a weirdo. My dog is such a weirdo. Oh, look at that. Finally, my gimbal did what it was supposed to do. I hadn't done that for a long time. Okay, let's drink a little. Somebody down below has been shooting high-powered rifle rounds for like 2 hours. I'm guessing they're just like, you know, target shooting or whatever, but it's like, dude, you've been doing it since like 7 o'clock this morning, like right after sunrise. So I guess that's been 2 hours, but right after sunrise. So like 7, well, at least an hour. Let's see, it's 9 hour and a half about, roughly. But whatever. And I have the worst, like, I don't know what you call it, like congestion, not really congestion. I feel all dried out. In fact, I woke up last night around 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I need to grab this. Just in case we're grabbing this. Never know when we're gonna run into cows. But what is up with you? She's sounding like a pug over here. Weirdo. But I woke up and I was like super dry. Like super dry. I was like, what the heck? And drank a lot of water. I couldn't get back to sleep. I didn't get back to sleep until like 3 this morning. And that'd be why I was like I'm so late this morning, because I didn't wake up until almost 7. Looking good. I don't know about that, but we're something. Oh, some snackies in here. Oh, geez, you're so happy. I think she's just happy because we're getting ready to go. Look at that, 9 o'clock. I didn't know if I'd be ready by 9. That's pretty good. That's what I was shooting. At least be out here by 9. And I'm pretty sure at like, oh geez, it was like 10 o'clock last night. Somebody either went by or like at least drove up here and then turned around in like an OHV. And I'm like, who does that? Who's driving around at nighttime? Like by 6:30, it's freaking dark out here. And this isn't exactly a road you want to be driving on at nighttime anyway. But our plan for today, oh gosh dang, is to not fall on her butt because I'm not paying attention to where all the rocks are. We're gonna do our loop because we haven't done it this trip, so yeah, that'd be scary. I know. But we're gonna do our loop because we haven't done it this trip, and then I think we're gonna add on that one little out and back just because I've never been up that road, which is, it might get us an extra mile. I don't know. But we're gonna climb up the ridge. The sunrise this morning was looking so spectacular. Let me change cameras. There we go. So go up here. Somebody. I wonder if those guys that did park yesterday down at the trail, you think the only reason why they'd park at the trail is because they were on the trail, but the more I look around here, somebody with shoes other than me has recently walked up this, so I'm wondering if they actually did come up this way. This little, it's a little over half a mile climb is going to be our warm up, even though I'm going to be reading. Oh, this right here. This is all brand new. The heck? This is all brand new. So they must have came up to here and turned around. So they did go by. Huh. And that doesn't look like OHV either. I wonder if that looks like a regular vehicle. So it sounded like an OHV, but I guess maybe it was a regular vehicle. And they decided that this road was not very conducive to taking a regular vehicle. Well, no shit. Like, you ain't gonna get past this part right here unless you have a tricked out freaking Jeep or something. Although I could get past this in my van. I wouldn't want to, because I know what the rest of the road is like. Because I mean, look at how nasty it is. And it's super steep, that's the problem. It's really, really steep too. Well, those people left. Like when we were on our run yesterday, they were still parked there. And then they left at some point after we got back from our run. Never did see them. I'm guessing those footprints were probably the people last night. I mean, I do have protection in my van, so I'm not worried about being out and about in a place like this. And then our buddy, our neighbor, he's still camped out right there. He's just right on the other side of the hill from us. I still don't know. Those people are still out there shooting. I don't know where they're at, but they're still shooting, which is fine. You can shoot out here. It was just the fact that they started shooting at freaking 7:30 this morning. That's when I'm like, the heck? Oh, it's supposed to be a warm one today, so hopefully we can get done with this run before it gets too warm. A little confused. I was looking at two things. I saw on Jeff Garmire's Instagram stories, he was like, yesterday was like last long run before jackpot. I'm like, I don't remember him being signed up for jackpot. So I was like checking my race. There's like 6 races going on at the same time. So I checked my race to see if he was on the entrance list, because I'm like, oh great. Here I had high hopes of maybe podiuming if I have a good day. And if he's on the entrance list, then I was like, gosh, dang, it's gonna reduce my chances even more. And one, I didn't see him on anything, and so I just looked him up, and he is not registered for anything. So I'm like, what is going on there? Like, what is he doing? Is he going to show up and do same day registration for a race or something? Like, I don't know. No idea what his plan is. But the other thing is, looking at my entrance list, in just the last week, oh my goodness, so many freaking pros have signed up now for my race. Can't tell if is that an airplane or what is that? So now I'm like, and you never know, like, you know, these pros, if they push too hard, then a lot of times they implode and have to DNF. So it is truly a race of attrition at things like this. But I'm like, gosh dang, there's some famous people out there. I mean, last year's winner, course record setter from last year, he might even be the American record holder. He's showing up again this year. Dakota Jones is showing up. There was one other person too. I don't remember what his name is off the top of my head now. He signed up. Oh man. I haven't been doing a lot of vert, so even this really steep hill is kicking my ass. So I'm just taking the opportunities to look at the scenery because, oh my goodness. My dog, she's looking back at me up top like, are you coming there, slowpoke? Yeah, I'm coming. This training block, because it's a flat race, flat 100-miler, so I have been doing nothing but flat miles. So since we've been here the last few days, and I've been getting a little more vert, I'm like, what the hell happened to my climbing legs? Whew. Oh. I can't wait till you think the views are good going this way. Wait until we get to the top and we're looking towards the Bradshaws, since the sun is going to be behind us. Look in that direction. Whew. I don't know if they still have snow on them or not, but they got snowed on the top, probably 1,000 feet of the mountains got snow. What, 3 nights ago? Probably. Right before we got here. Because walking into trees. So yeah, I'm like, man, I really was hoping I was gonna podium. Like, what the heck? Last year was my breakout opportunity, and I ended up having severe cramping and had to drop out of the race myself. But if I was able to maintain my pace, I would have podiumed last year. And then one of my I am gonna fangirl during that race. Devin Yanko's showing up, and she has been a she is just a ultra running legend. And then the local for that area, Sierra DeGroff, she's gonna be there, and she's like super impressive too, and pretty good looking as well. I mean, I tried keeping up with her the last race I was in with her, and I was able to do it for like maybe the first 10 miles, and then I was like, I better slow down a little bit, and she just kept that pace going all the way to the end. I'm like, that's just freaking nuts. Oh, I don't know any of the other, or at least when I was looking at the list, nobody else stood out to me as far as big name women, but I'm guessing there's a few that I don't know at all. They're probably going to do a preview show, I'm guessing, before the race to highlight some of the favorites. And up until these people just signed up, I probably would have been one of the favorites, but they're not going to interview me now, I guarantee it. There ain't no way. There's way more talent out there now. But we'll give it our best, see how we can do. It's all we can do. Just try and maintain a good pace and just let things happen as they happen. I mean, I was going into this race just to run my own race, no matter where I was sitting at in the standings. I had just a time goal. I want to set a PR. My ultimate goal, I really wanted to at least get the men's standard B to qualify for Desert Solstice, but I don't think there's a chance in hell. This training block, a 5-week training block, is not conducive. A 5-week, let's even make it better. A 5-week training block after an injury is not conducive for, let's see, what would that be? Lowering my PR by like 6 hours in order to hit the men's B standard. Because chances are, if I can get the men's B, there's not usually enough men's A's that are going to be putting in for it, because they only take 24 people. So 12 women and 12 men is all they take. And they will, if there's not enough women or not enough men on either side, that have registered, they have like a lock-in date, and then they will, say there's only 8 men that have put in, and there's women on the wait list, and they'll give the men's slots to the women and vice versa. But I think this year is a world championship qualifying year, so there's probably gonna be a lot of people putting in. So who knows, even if I was to get men's B, probably still wouldn't get invited, because it's an invitational, and you just send in your application, and if you get in, you get in. Oh man. I'm sweating. It's not that warm out. It's like probably 47 degrees. I mean, it'll probably be 70 by the time we get done, because it heats up fast with that sun. I don't know what it'll probably be close to 8 miles probably. Like I said, the whole point of doing that one little out and back is to get a little more, because I need at least 12 for the day. But if I get 8, we just do another 4 tonight. Last night we only did like 2.5, and it was, I wouldn't even call it a run. I walked 90% of it, both up and downhill, just because it was so awesome. It was like, it was gorgeous outside. Oh, here we go. We're getting to the crest. Let me look at the good old Bradshaw's over here. Oh. Whew. I really want to get up to Horse Thief Basin up there. And then there's, I think, that mountain right there, maybe. It's hard to tell. I think it is that mountain right there. Is Lane Mountain. That's where the aid station is. The first official aid station for Cocodona. It's like mile 27 or 28 or something. Probably more than that, for about 50K even. Who knows? Because I think Crown, oh gosh dang. Mesquite bushes are trying to get me. I think Crown Mountain is Or Crown Mountain. Crown King is like mile 38 or something. Oh man. Ooh. But I don't know. We'll see. There is some big names showing up. Like, I mean, there always is to Black Canyon, but man, it is nuts. Whew. Actually, I wonder if it's one of those over there is Lane Mountain. Probably that one, actually. It's probably Lane Mountain. But who knows? I need to just explore up there. I don't see, it looks like the snow's gone. I'm sure probably in some of the shaded regions that the snow is still hanging around, but after the last 2 days of mid to high 60s, it looks like it's all gone. There is a trail that goes up from down here up that direction, I think all the way up to Horse Thief Basin, which would be right in that area at the very top. So I think next week we might maybe do that. It might be a lot of fun, because if I was to do that, even like that Thursday would be fine. I'd be able to find a spot around here. Like if I left here to drive over there, because I don't think I can run over to there. I could, but it would be a long, there's a lot of like weaving around to get over, unless you just go straight cross country. If I just went cross country, it'd be really quick and easy to get there. Well, it wouldn't be quick or easy, because you'd have to go down a ravine, up a ravine, down a ravine. Like the big, on the other side of that ridge line, there's down at the very bottom is a road, and it's off of that road, but over that direction. Oh. And I'm pretty sure there used to be a trail that way, because I know if you go down this road that you see right here, I've been down that all the way to the end, and that was a nice run. That actually might be what I do next Wednesday when I do my last mid-distance run. For a lot of people it's long, it's a long run, but for me it's a mid-distance run. Somewhere, you know, between 12 and 16 miles, that's all I want. But there's one little thing that has a gate with a sign for the trail, but if there used to be a trail there, I don't know where it goes, because it is so overgrown and everything that it's like, man, This is over looking at, I don't know if you'd really call this Black Canyon or not. It is the Black Canyon Trail. Well, I mean, technically the trail proper, the single track, is down there, but this is part of the Black Canyon Trail system too that we're on. In fact, and then down below on that other trail that I was just showing you now, or that road, that's Black Canyon Trail as well. So it's like, I don't see, I hear somebody shooting down here, but I don't see their vehicle. Like, where are they parked at? They must have like a, not a bright colored vehicle or something, or they're hidden behind a little knob or a ridge or something, because I do not see anyone. Ooh, my dog's leaving me. And then this is looking down Black Canyon proper down that way. Black Canyon City's way down there. About, let's see, what would it be from here? 20 miles? Probably, maybe a little more than that. Essentially, Black Canyon City would be, see if I can, where that ridge right there is on the other side of it. Black Canyon City, so. I really want to explore the trails over here because, man, it is so rugged. That is a wilderness area. I don't remember what it's called, but most people just refer to them as the Bradshaws because that's what it is. Was that a mile? That was a slow ass mile. But I've been goofing off, stopping, looking at the scenery. My legs actually feel pretty dang good today, so we'll see if that lasts or not. But it's amazing what a little bit less mileage can do for your legs. I don't know what I'm gonna do next week, or I should say, I guess technically it'd be the week after, because if I don't go for a run or do a certain number of miles, like, I will get, like, what do you call it, like restless leg or whatever almost at nighttime, because I just haven't spent all my energy. And I'm gonna have to make sure I reduce my calorie intake, just because I'll still be trying to eat like I'm running 100 miles a week, you know, roughly 15 miles a day. And I won't be. I'll be lucky if I do 8 miles, 6 miles over there. But it'll be difficult to sleep at night. I've been trying to get my batteries up charged. So I ran, I guess it would have been about an hour and a half this morning. Ran the vehicle to charge the batteries, and then I'll probably do it again tonight when the sun starts to get down. Probably right before our afternoon run. I'll run it for another hour or so. I don't know, maybe I'll wait until after the run. Yeah, because oh, somebody lost their keys. That is a lot of house keys there. Huh. Can you like put on like a local Facebook something or other? That's a lot of house keys. I'm guessing, I don't even know, like, that's just craziness. Oh well, I'm not gonna do about it. I'm just gonna leave them here. Nari's like, what did you just throw on the ground? I could take a picture of them and be like, hey, if you lost your keys, come get them, but not gonna. I hate to drive up this even in an OHV with all the little rock ledges you have to kind of get up, and as steep as this is, I'd be like, gosh dang, you're gonna tip over backwards trying to get up this thing. And that's how it is for the other three ways other than what we came up. The only other three ways up here are that last little section, as bad as that was, they're actually worse. And they're just as steep, but you're talking like, you know, half a mile, 3/4 of a mile length of that steep with rock ledges and stuff like that, but also erosion cuts on the side as well. It's kind of crazy how you can hear that highway noise all the way over here. I mean, we're good. Actually, probably is straight line distance. We're probably only like maybe 3 or 4 miles away. But I noticed that down in the San Simon, I was like 6, 7 miles away from the highway, and I'd still every now and then hear like a freaking, you know, a truck with a loud exhaust on it or something cruising down the highway. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight. I got a couple options. I did take out some ground turkey, so I have that. But I don't know. Got a couple options. I don't know what we'll do. Oh man, I am sweating. It is starting to get hot out here. Getting hot. Hot like a tiger. I should plug my phone in now so that the last few miles I don't have to have it plugged in. I'd love to just go to the top of that, because that is the high point on this ridge. But I think it's Just too many pokey things to weave through. Not for me, but for her. There we go. Plug my phone in. And that way also my gimbal, well, I shouldn't be out here long enough for any of that. Is that like a mine or something right there? I mean, it makes sense that there would be. Huh. Okay, we're gonna head down this road. You can see it down there. At some point, it might be right there. We're gonna head up that way too and hit that road. Even though I know for a fact it's an out and back, but I've never explored it to see. We've been down this one and it just dead ends. It doesn't even go to a mine. It probably used to be a mine, I guess, at the end of it at one time, but hasn't been around, hasn't existed for a long time if there was. And there's like some really deep freaking ravines you have to go down. There's like 2 of them. And I started to lose signal, so we're not gonna go that way on that one. The view is pretty cool back there, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go down this way. We're gonna go this way. Yeah. You're a good girl. Do you need a drink? You need a drink? It is hot out here. I didn't grab any. I didn't think it would be that hot out though, so I didn't grab a whole lot of extra water. But hold on. Yeah, I didn't grab a whole lot of extra water. I'll give you some. Here you go. There you go. You got about 3 ounces left. We'll save, okay? You can drink the rest of that? Here, have one of those too. She's eating a biscuit right now. Yeah, because she doesn't eat breakfast before we come out here, so. No, you don't eat breakfast when we come out here. Yeah. Yeah, yummy? Yeah, yummy? Here, you want the last little bit of it? A bit there? No? Okay. That's fine. Oh. Okay. She has about 3 ounces of water left in her bottle. I probably have about, I don't know, 10 ounces at the most. I might drink maybe 4 of it, so I should have plenty of water. Especially now that we're going this way, I can feel the breeze and it feels nice. Oh, this road is so freaking rocky and steep. You know, actually places like this is not too bad because it's almost like stairs that you can take. But the unfortunate thing is these rock is so brittle that you have like a rough rock where you can get great footing, but because the top layer is so brittle, it turns into little tiny pebbles. And so you have to be careful because you can just roll, your foot will just slide, rolling on the freaking rock pebbles. And you think you're gonna have great footing because the rock is so rough. The reason why it's so rough is because it is brittle. See, look at this road. I don't know how people even go up it or down it, but people are doing it. I would not want to take an OHV. You're definitely not. I mean, you could take like a super tricked out Jeep, I guess. I'd actually probably feel safer in a tricked out Jeep than I would an OHV on this. Whatever I was in, it better have a roll cage, that's for sure. That is for sure. All of a sudden I'm having flashbacks of the last time I ran this route, and I got raided by somebody, I don't remember who it was, and they raided me with like 80 people, and then the follows started coming in. And as you see on my top left of my screen, for every follow I do 10 push-ups. I did over, I don't know how many push-ups I did, like 120 push-ups or something. I couldn't do them all at once, so I had to like basically knock out 10, run for a couple minutes, knock out another 10, run for a couple minutes. Like it took me probably 2 miles of running to knock out all the push-ups. Gosh dang, my fat tummy is poking out under my shirt. Only because I have my running leash, or my dog's running leash on, and so the waist belt is getting up underneath my shirt, pushing my shirt up. Hear my dog. Oh, now, oh, there she is. Okay. She wasn't that far ahead. It's like, gosh dang, she like truly leave me in the dust. Like, what the hell? Okay, where's this road off to the right? Because gosh dang, I thought we'd be there already. Was that only 2 miles? Holy cow. We are going slow. These are, I mean, we picked it up quite a bit, so dropped our average down to at least 20-minute miles now. Where before, what'd you step on? You look like you feel like you're stuck because you stepped on something. There's nothing there. Come on, you're okay. There you go, good girl. I don't know what she stepped on, but she thought something was there. There wasn't anything there, so I don't know what it was. Oh, there's our road to the right there. Man, this will get her happy. She loves going to exploring new trails or roads or whatever. I mean, I consider this a trail because a road to me is like something I would drive down. Even if it's a Jeep trail, if it's like something I can drive down, I would consider it a road. This is not. This would be more of a trail. Ooh, excuse me. Isn't it right here? No, maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's further down. Oh no, it is right here. Okay. I was like, yeah, for sure it was right here. Let's see if we made it. This is so super steep and sloped. Wow, this is rugged. Holy cow. And steep. I smell smoke. like, I don't know who the heck would be out here. One, I would imagine there's probably a fire restriction because it is in the extreme fire danger right now. But two, even if there wasn't, knowing that it's in extreme fire danger, who the heck would have like a campfire? But people are not smart at all. Even freaking through hikers. I wish I got them for their names, because I would found them on social media and ostracized them. But me and her were up on the CDT, and came upon some through hikers that were just breaking camp, and they had a little campfire, which is fine, but it was super windy, and it was supposed to even get windier. And this is like, you know, freaking early fall, so everything is dry in Montana. And we continued down the trail, and they left. You know, they were doing whatever direction. They must have been going south, because I never did see them. But got to their campsite, and their freaking campfire was still smoldering. And not only was it smoldering, but because of the wind, it was actually like picking up. It was shooting flame. I'm like, dude, you're through hikers. Like, what the hell? How are you not smarter than that? And so I had to spend like, I don't have like any tools or anything with me. I couldn't spare my water because we still had like 6 miles to go. You know, it's like 80 degrees out. So I was like, I ended up kicking it, like scattering it, I guess, you know, and then just a handful at a time, because there was no like dirt or anything right nearby. So handful at a time, I'm going to the closest place where there was like some dirt and scooping up, you know, with both my hands, walking over, trying to smother it with dirt. And I must have done a good enough job, because there was no fire that broke out. But I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me, you're a through hiker. I'm like, what the hell? The only way to get better at running up hills is to run up hills. So I can see the end of this. I don't really see the end. I thought we might get an extra mile, but it doesn't look like it's going to be so. There's Bumblebee Ranch way down there. Oh, if you're racing Black Canyon, that's where the aid station is for Bumblebee is. Oh. I don't know where it came from, but whenever I say Bumblebee Ranch, I always think of a bumblebee tuna. I don't know what that's from in reference to, but just the way somebody says it. Okay, here's an old mine. Doesn't look like they have the shaft or anything blocked off either, because they have a big old danger sign on it. Abandoned mine. Stay out, stay alive. Wow, they don't have it blocked off either. And that would not be fun to fall down. Like, I can see the bottom. Problem is I'd never make it out. Like, I don't know how you'd make it out of that if you accidentally fell down. Unless you have climbing equipment or a ladder or something. Surprised they don't have on a lot of those, they have like a little cover on them. A little great looking thing. Or at least on a lot of the other ones I've seen out here, but maybe they just don't. Probably not a lot of people that come out here. So, like, I don't see zero. I see zero vehicle tracks, whether it's a four-wheel. Oh no, there's some right there. It looks very old though. So I guess one person's come out here, and what I would say is probably a four-wheeler. Oh. Oh, I thought this was the end right here, because there's a little flat spot here with kind of a little shelf. Oh, we're going up still. Does look like where she's at now that there's a little flat spot with an ending. Yeah, there's a little flat spot right there. Huh. That's what I thought would probably be the end. That'd be a cool camp spot. I would never drive up here in a vehicle to camp there, but hey, you know, to each its own. I wonder if you could put like one of those rooftop campers. Like, that is just like a big old flat spot right here. Like, it'd be an awesome camp spot. See why there's a mine there. There's a huge, another mine right here. A huge block of quartz over there. See, this one I cannot see down, but at least it looks like if you had gloves, you could climb back out, because there's a big ass cable going down. She somehow found a trail up there. It does actually look like a trail. Although from here it doesn't look like a trail. Yeah, that is not a trail. Like, it might be a deer trail, but that's about it. Like, it did look like there was a little bit of a trail that went around the corner up there, but we're not going to tempt fate, because that is a lot of side hilling with loose rock. So. Oh yeah, look, see, there's some good quartz veins coming through this rock. You can see why there was used to be a mine up here. It looks very iron rich. I don't see anything that looks like it might be a cool metals or anything, but it might be. North getting all close up, trying to get where I'm looking. Like, what are we looking at? I'm just trying to see if there's any precious metals in here. There might be, actually. It looks like there might be a vein of something right there. Yeah, like in this vein right here, there might be something. There's definitely mica, but I don't see there be anything else. there's a little, like here's a flake of it right here. And there's definitely a little bit of a, like a blue-green tint. So I bet you there's some copper in there, amongst other things. And I am sweating, holy cow. What are you doing? Sorry, what are you doing? You weirdo? What are you doing? You are so crazy. No, don't you dare, Nari. Nari, hey. Oh, don't you dare. Come on, Nari. Nari, get away from that. You little freaking daredevil. All it takes is just a little bit of rock to give way and she would have dropped down there. I don't know if I could get her out. I'd have to go back to my van though. Because I do have a climbing rope there I could probably use. And I could grab her emergency harness. So I'd have to like, I'd grab my leather gloves too. I just have these little cheap little fabric ones. Which would suck. I'd have to probably try and drive out and then come as far up this road as I could. And it is, I don't know how high I'd be able to get because it is not a fun road. I know I wouldn't be able to get up to here, that's for sure. Or even up to where this road comes in at. I wouldn't be able to make that high. But at least I'd be a lot closer than I am now. And it's probably a lot quicker too. Although I've noticed that when it comes to her, Nari, get away from that. No, Nari, hey, come on. Come on. Gosh dang, you were a fucking idiot. I can hear the rocks falling down the shaft as she's looking over the top of it. I think this is like freaking little ankle breakers. You step on the rocks and they just shift enough that you're not ready for it. And they're loose. But when it comes to her, I can run pretty fast, I've discovered. Like one of my fastest freaking steep uphill miles was because she got lost and I was trying to catch up to her. And it's like a steep hill. Like you're talking probably a probably about close to a 24% grade. And well, probably like I would say 18 to 24. There were a few places where it dropped down a little bit. So probably like 18 to 24% grade. But I did a 7.5 minute mile up that damn thing for over a mile. That doesn't count what I did down it because I thought she went down that trail until I realized how to read the fucking map because I was tracking her on the tracker and I was chasing my dot, not her dot. But I thought her dot was my dot and my dot was her dot. But on the way down, I was doing a 5.5 minute mile pace. And then once I got all the way down, the trail hits the road. And I did about a mile down that and it's a slight downhill. Probably like a 6% or something. And I did 5.5 minute mile pace on that too. So I know I still have it in me to do fast, given the right circumstances. So I don't know, would it be faster for me, oh gosh, to just do that, go down to the van, or would it be faster for me to grab the van and drive? Because I'm at about, it would take me probably half an hour if I was pushing myself from here to run down to the van, load up a bunch of gear, refill my waters, all that kind of stuff, and then run all the way back. It would probably be about half an hour. Where if I drove, because to get down there would be like 15 minutes probably to get to my van. Actually, so it'd probably be more like 45 minutes for me to do an out and back then. But distance-wise, yeah, it'd probably be about 15 minutes for me to get down to the van if I was like hopping out. And then, like, I'm pretty much ready to drive. I don't really have to pack anything up. I'd have to throw a couple things up on the bed just so that they don't fall off of things, but I could do that really quick. It'd probably be about a 10-minute drive just to get to the entrance of this road. And then probably 10 minutes coming back, so so we're up to 10, 40. Yeah, so it'd probably be quicker just for me to run down and back, really. But who knows? But then if I needed to grab something else, it'd be a lot quicker to have the van over here. But the hard part would be the fact that she would be stuck down there. She would be probably thinking I left her. And hopefully, if it's like a horizontal shaft, she would probably go down it to try and find a different way up. But I couldn't see the bottom of it, so I don't know how far down it is either. I did see some bracing on it to keep the sides from caving in. So that means it had to go down quite a ways. But I could probably rig some sort of harness and maybe climb down there and figure out a way to get back up with her. I don't know. Do her thing over here. She's having fun. That's the important thing. If the doggo's having fun, I don't care how slow I'm going on the run. This is all about her. And here she goes. Okay, now we can run. Because no amount of freaking, no matter how fast I run today, it is not going to help me for my race. I'm too close to the race day, so I'm good just doing a nice, easy pace. I mean, I could average 20-minute miles and I'd be fine. And that's basically walking. Oh, guess you find. That is like a steep ass ravine down there. What are you doing? A weirdo. She's like, I saw something. I thought for sure I could get it. She'll catch up. I'll just run on it. Oh, jeez. She almost took me out. Not only does she catch up, she leaves me with dust once she goes by, too. This is really rocky and slippery in a lot of the places, so I'm not going to be going down too fast. There's another road that goes off to the right over here. You can see it. It connects right here, and will be our trail we're going to jump on. Black Canyon Trail is just past that. It goes off up this direction somewhere. You can even see it going up the hillside right there. But that road is not on the map. I just noticed it last time we ran this route, like, what was that, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago? Well, it would have been before Javelina, so that was the end of October, so it would have been that last week of October. That tells you how long it's been since we ran this route. Because we were only here for a few days. We didn't really run. We stopped here for what, like 2 days before across the years, I think. And we didn't do this route. Maybe we did. I don't remember us doing this route. But who knows? Maybe we did. Remember when we were leaving here to drive down there, and as we were like, driving down Bumblebee, get a text message from Jamil, and he's like, "Hey, are you still planning on commentating tonight?" And I was like, "Yep, we're on our way out of Black Canyon right now." He was getting a little worried since he hadn't heard from me. But we still got there with a couple hours to spare. Which was planned. I wanted to get there before rush hour traffic. So we actually got there about 3 hours ahead of time. And I gave me time to eat some dinner and all that. I did a lap out on the course just so that when I was commentating, I knew what the course was like and that kind of stuff. So, and then a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it. Was I the best commentator in the world? No, because it's hard to at the time, especially that second night, a lot of the overall competitors were leaving. Like, that place started, like the RV row and stuff started to clear out, so there wasn't a lot of people I could grab to interview, and those that were still there had already been interviewed. So it's like, and then that second night, especially towards the end, you know, it's just getting so monotonous. And I stayed live. Like a producer had quit for the night. It was just me. I was like, I told him, I go, I'm just gonna go till this thing ends. And I know how to run the production software and everything, so it was easy after everything was done. And I just changed the scenes to how it needed to be, and everything was good. They do use Wirecast now, I think pretty much exclusively. And I know how to use Wirecast, but I'm not like super proficient in it like I am with OBS. I have to use OBS, I can't use Wirecast. Just because of the way my setup is and what I have to do, so. But there's a new software that is even more robust than Wirecast that really they just need to purchase a licensing for and just use it. And it's basically the same stuff that any sporting broadcast uses, like NBC or ESPN or any of those guys. But, I mean, I get it. It's expensive. The licensing for that is super expensive. I'm gonna see when some of the other Grand Prix races are this year. See if I can fit them into my schedule. Because I'd like to get a few more points for the year. What was it like? It's got to be 4 years ago now. I tied for third nationally. I was third in the standing. See, here's that other road I was talking about right here. And I've never noticed it before because it goes back right there. Right here, it just looks like a wide open spot. And it wasn't until I turned around once, I think it was the last time we were here, and all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, there's a freaking road that goes off that direction. And then you can see it over this direction more, and you can see the road wandering up. It's like, why isn't that on the map? Ooh. Well, we're almost to the trail intersection, the trail junction. There's another road right here. This one isn't on the map either. Actually, I think this is the one that goes up. I just didn't know it went that high, because you can see it going, like if you look right over this ridge, I'll take my hand out, you can see it going back this way, and it ends like right there. So there's a mine shaft or something right there. Oh, so cool. There's so much exploring I want to do, but like right now, that's what sucks about being in a you know, training for a race. You have very specific things you need to accomplish, and so I can't like just go and explore a lot of times. Now I can fit certain things into a training block, you know, like an FKT attempt or exploring, like last year, climbing a lot of the higher peaks in Montana that in some of the mountain ranges I'd never even been in. But, you know, looking at the map, it's like, okay, this is a... Yeah, see, here's that road. Another road. Oh, jeez. And you can see it kind of, it must split because part of it goes up right there too, and I would never want to go with that in a vehicle because I can see the erosion cut on that thing. But it's like last year when I was training for UTCT, you know, doing a lot of those higher peaks, you know, I can draw the route on the map because some of it's off trail and be like, okay, that's like a, you know, this is going to be a 12-mile run with, you know, 6,000 feet of vert. And, you know, and fit that into my training block. Okay, here's our trail intersection. So from here we have 3.5 miles. So yeah, we're only, that's 7.5. Even doing that was 7.5. No, we're not going that way. We're going back. Oh. Do you need a drink again? Okay, hold on. Let me get you a drinkies. Let me get you a drink. Oh. You are pretty warm. It is hot out. No, it's hot out. I'll give you the rest of your water. Give you a little bit of mine. Here, hurry, here. We still got about 8 ounces left. I had more than I thought I did. Next time. That last little bit. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, I don't know why you turn into my knee all the time, so I smack you in the face with my knee. Why do you do that? Yeah, you do it all the time. You like being hit in the face? Keep single track single, I agree. Oink, I don't know what that is. Tucson off-road. Don't tell me you've never done drugs. Okay. Wrench the Tetons. Drunk cyclist, I think is what that one said. Over the Edge Sports, FU Zion cycles. So all these are pretty much mountain biking stickers. Keep single track single. Oh, there's some over here too. I want to go look at them, but let's go look at them. We're not going this way. Oh, she's gonna get excited because she thinks we're going down this way. No, Nari, we're not going down. I'm just looking at the stickers. Yeah, just the stickers. That's all we're looking at. Shelby's. What? I know who that is. Trail Sisters. She's got another one too. Rise and Hike, DT Swiss, another Oink. I don't know what those are. Slow your roll. Huh. Okay. Just curious. Just curious. Okay. There's a little bit of a breeze, which feels nice, but it is warm out. Huh, it's warm out here. Yeah, you don't feel that warm though. You don't feel that warm. Why are you panting so much? Yeah. Oh, geez. She's making the camera go everywhere. She just wanted some gloves or affirmation or something before we continued on. I'm okay with. I didn't hear our coyotes last night or this morning, so I figured their den was like right there, but maybe they just were off somewhere else hunting or something. Who knows? You never know, I guess. It's really surprising that I haven't seen any runners out here at all. I thought for sure there'd be some with the race next weekend. We've been here since Thursday. I haven't seen any runners, which was a little crazy. I've seen a few mountain bikers, a couple hikers yesterday. In fact, yesterday was the first time I've seen anybody, really. Oh no, we did see, the day before we saw a couple mountain bikers as well. Actually, we saw all the mountain bikers the day before. Yesterday was just those two hikers. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, I've never had just that, like, I've never not seen a lot of people out here. Especially on this section and the other section, like the canyon going to the top. Make sure my dog, okay, she's coming. I want to make sure she came this way, not the other way. I can see the trail on the other side, so if she started going that way, I could yell at her. This is the, again, I saw it yesterday, but this is the Black Canyon course. Right here, the single track. We're going backwards along the course though now. There's a bird sitting on top of this just majestic, massive saguaro right there. Look at this thing. Look at that thing. So cool. He's sitting all the way at the top. Looks like a little, I don't know what kind of bird. This up here is freaking massive too. Man. And then you got all these other ones that are more baby-like. I wonder, could some of them just have like one spire for so long before they finally start branching out? Like, so do they all get to a certain height before they start having little arms, or what? Because I see so many like these up here that when they're a little bit shorter, like that one and that one, even though this one is pretty tall, they don't have any arms. Or that one up there doesn't have arms either. But then the other two that are maybe just a hair bit taller have arms on them. So how do they grow? That's what I want to know. I know I've seen their root system, and I get why in order to move one of those you have to be certified and whatever to be authorized to do it. You have to have like a specific license in order to do it. Their roots are like super shallow and just extend out from the base, and they're big and like, I don't know, filamenty. That's the right word for it. But they usually only have like, 5 or 6 of these roots coming out the base that are shallow and just go. Oh, it's actually surprising they don't fall over in like high winds any more than they do. Oh. Okay, this uphill is getting me. It's getting me. Ah. So we got about 3 miles left, so we're not going to get quite as far as I was hoping. Have to do the 4 miles tonight or more. I don't know how I can extend this anymore other than continue past on the trail all the way down to the road maybe, and then come back. If I had more water, we could continue down to the road and then circle around the backside of that ridge, come up the backside and back down to the van. That'd easily be an extra, probably 4 miles or more extra. You're talking probably a 12-mile run there. But, oh well. Like I said, I don't have any. I mean, just this right here, this morning is going to put us over our weekly mileage. So I won't be at my daily mileage. Or I should say my weekly minimum. Of course, you would wander down the only place where there's pokey everywhere. You weirdo. You wander off trail anywhere else, but you go down where there's pokey everywhere. What An idiot. Oh God, I gotta get up over the top of this ridge. So that we don't totally lose the stream. We can do that. Even though this is steep, we can do it. There's a nice shade over here. A little bit cooler. Oh. Don't get me wrong. I love running on on these desert trails, like these trails, like all the trails in McDowell Mountain Regional Park, you know, the trail to Elephant Head. Like, I love it, but I would much rather be doing my mountain trails through the pine, that kind of stuff. Higher altitude. I just love it. And that's what our goal is when we come back here in March, is to do a lot of that exploring and a lot of the higher mountain trails down here in Arizona. A lot of areas we haven't explored yet, like deep in the Bradshaws or Jaracuas, Miller, all that area. I know there's some good trails up it around the White Mountain area, which is where my race will be. But I think those, I won't be able to explore that race course on the Mogollon Rim because be too much snow, I think, still, but you never know. I love the AZT up on the North Kaibab, up on the North Rim area. That's really cool. And as far as the actual trail conditions go, there must have been a badger or something trying to get some sort of critter right there. There was a hole dug amongst the rocks. But the trails themselves are the same. It's just what I'm running through is different. Although I have no idea what the trails are like down in those other areas. I'm pretty sure the Bradshaws is a lot like this. But yeah, I would take, like, I love running in the San Juans, or even, you know, the presidentials. I don't know what the actual mountains are called, but all the presidential peaks, stuff like that. Or not the presidential, collegiate peaks, I mean. In Colorado. Presidentials is in New Hampshire. Which is cool in itself once you get up on the ridge. The presidential traverse is pretty cool. But I'll take my western mountain trails over eastern mountain trails any day. Because you usually can see a lot further, and the trail isn't just a freaking erosion cut ravine going straight up the mountain like back east is. Which I get. And those mountains are solid granite. It's not like you can really dig in a trail, you know. Very easy. So you have to take whatever you can get, whichever the erosion cuts, and just go straight up the mountain. Which I would argue is, they like to say, oh, our trails are way steeper. No, I would argue that that's not necessarily the case. Yes, we do have a lot of switchbacks back west here, but if we didn't have switchbacks and you went straight up, like, our mountains are steeper. Like, you wouldn't be able to go straight up. So I wouldn't say they're steeper. Bad part about those trails is just the fact that it's almost like you have to scramble because there's so many freaking rock ledges and stuff as you're going up these erosion cuts. Like, nowhere else have I had to pick her up and either lift her down off of a rock ledge on the trail or lift her up like on just a normal trail. Like, it's different if we're scaling a peak in Montana or Colorado or something where there's not really a trail. Whew. Trying to push myself. And my legs can feel it. This uphill because I'm not used to doing a lot of vert. My heart rate is doing pretty good. It's just my legs start to burn. Which is the opposite of what I had earlier. My heart rate started, of course, that was a lot steeper too, but that first climb we did, the heart rate was going crazy. And I wasn't warmed up yet either. Buddy, so I'll tell you what kind of fitness I'm in. Like, we're doing an 840 per mile pace right now. Uphill, it's just a slight uphill on this trail, and it's only zone 2 for me based upon my heart rate. But then because I haven't done a lactate threshold or VO2 max type training, if I just pick it up just a tiny little bit, then I'm freaking redlining. My goal is to do a lot of work. I have a longer training block designed, and then for my next race. So I don't technically start it until the end of May, my training block. And so between now and then, my plan is to do a lot of higher intensity LT, LT1, LT2, VO2 max training, or maybe not training, but efforts to get that, my pace is a little bit lower for that. So all that's going to do is help me out later on. It's like Even the other day, I was actually, like David Roach was even talking about it, how he likes to keep around a 140 heart rate for his 100-mile paces. Oh, there's people, a lot of people riding mountain bikes on the road. And I do too. Like, that's the perfect for any long effort. Like, I can get by doing, you know, 155 to 160s in, say, like a 30K, but not much more than that distance wise. And okay, we hit the high point. We hit the high point. It's all downhill from here. But yeah, difference is he's at a 140 at a friggin' 5-minute mile pace. I'm at 140 at like a 7:30 pace. So it's like a huge difference. But if you think about it, that's a 2-hour difference between me and him over 100 miles. If I'm able to maintain that. But right now, I can't even maintain that for that long. Now, I'd love to be able to maintain that pace. That was actually my goal pace for my race next week, or not next weekend, in 2 weeks. It was 7:30, but I just wasn't able to put the train block together. Because last year, I felt comfortable doing a 7:45 until I started having cramping issues. And it wasn't because I was going too fast. That was more electrolytes and heat induced and all sorts of stuff going on. I mean, I did 7:45 pace for almost 50K. Like, my frickin' marathon pace is like a 6:50. Which isn't super fast, not when you're talking these elites that, you know, that's like just under a 3-hour marathon. These freaking pros, elites out here, they run freaking, you know, sub 220 marathons. I mean, shoot, the guy that was the first American, was he the first American? No, I think he was the first. He was up there at the Houston Marathon, or maybe he did the half, I don't remember, but he was a trail runner. That dude, he was like one of the top men. Gosh dang. I wish this waist belt would leave my shirt alone, but it keeps pulling it up, and then my big fat belly hangs out underneath it. And not only does it feel weird, but it's like then the waist belt, because I have a sweaty belly, it's gonna like start chafing against my fat rolls. I gotta figure out if I'm gonna wear my actual little waist belt thing, you know, for storing stuff during my race or not. I don't think I need to, because I basically go through the aid station every 1.4 miles, so I'll probably be okay. think I wore it last year, but depending on how hot it is, I would actually run part of the race without my shirt on if I didn't have big old love handles and a spare tire. Nobody wants to see a pasty white fat tummy out. Although I'm a very bully person too. If you look on my back, it's like one giant mole pretty much. So nobody would want to see that either. I have two of them that I really just need to get removed. Because they do. Like, I wouldn't say catch on things, but they, you know, hit things a certain way depending on what you're doing. Just because of where they're at. Like, one of them sits directly on my spine. And it's big. So I could feel it if I'm like sitting in a chair back that's like kind of hard, you know, plasticky, and I can feel it, and it hurts. And I do sometimes scrape it if I'm like trying to go underneath something. And it's not getting any bigger. It's been that size for 20 years or more. Where's our mountain bikers at? They shouldn't have been able to beat us that much. I don't see them though. They're probably behind this hill, really. Somebody on a motorcycle. I say, I could probably unplug my phone and wrap it up. I'm going to set you guys down really quick right here. I'll do that because I have 65% battery now. I only have like 2 miles. Not even, I have about a mile. According to my watch, but let's see how that's right. Because what was I at? No, maybe I'm going to be at 8.5. Because there's no way I only have a mile left. Really? Maybe there is. I guess there could be a way. What was I at? Was I at 4? I just hit 4 miles. That's what it was. So yeah, that would be 7.5. And I'm at 6.5 right now. Like at the, hit 4 at the trail intersection. So, what's this guy doing? They're going super slow. I wonder if our mountain bikers are right there. That's why they were going so slow. I got some rocks in my shoe that have shifted now and they're under the ball of my foot. Oh, I guess we're running again. I was waiting for my dog to be done exploring. I don't know what she was doing, but she was sniffing out something. So I guess we're running again. Yeah, there is no way this is only a mile. Maybe it is. I don't know. We might have to run down to the road and back just to get our extra mileage. And we still do a 4 miler tonight. It's just I don't want to have to be held to do a 4 miler. Is that guy? I wonder if the guy up here, our other buddy camping. Oh, maybe that was a mountain biker on this trail. Yeah, it is. There's a couple mountain bikers coming. There's a couple of them. So all of a sudden I was like, wait, looked like somebody was riding a motorcycle up his road. I was like, oh, maybe that guy has a motorcycle. Well, there's a few mountain bikers coming down this trail. They're about ready to cross, or it crosses my road. So they're still a ways down, but it's okay. My dog doesn't get in their way because they were moving pretty fast. Was there 2 of them? Looks like. I just noticed them. Just knocking out a quick pee. She doesn't have to worry about it when she gets up to them. Oh. At least she went off the trail this time. She didn't have much room to get off the trail, but she did anyways. Which is kind of funny. She was like hanging on the edge just to make sure. There goes. All right, look out. Hello. Friendly. Yeah. First people we've seen, so she's excited. That just made her day. So happy she got to say hi to somebody. Somebody wanted to say hi to her. Right at 7.5. he's up for it. I would want to continue down, but I guess it doesn't really matter. It don't really matter. Okay, so could go a little bit further. I think she'll be okay. If we go to 8 and then come back, that would give us a little over 9, maybe? Oh. 8 wouldn't quite be a mile out. It'd be close to a mile. I'm at 7.2 right now. It is starting to get pretty freaking hot out. I am almost out of water. If we go a mile from here, we're not going to make it to the road. I think it's 2 miles to the road from here, or a mile and a half. Might have been a mile and a half. I don't remember now. Oh, of course, if we just go to 7.5, that'll put us over 8. I wanted to be closer to 10. If I get close to 10, then I just don't have enough water. Guess we'll chance it. Ouch, gosh dang, that hurt. Why do rocks always hit you on your freaking ankle bone when your foot kicks them up for no reason? It's always the ankle bone. And the weird part is I hit that rock with the outside of my opposite foot, and somehow it bounced back into my other ankle. Like, why? Gosh dang, that freaking hurt. Oh. Like, it still hurts. Well, whatever we end up getting this morning, I guarantee tonight's run will be a lot like last night. Mostly walking and just bebopping along. We could just run down this, hit the road, go down to our road and back up. But that would give us an extra probably 1.5 miles easy. Again, I don't have enough water. I don't know why I'm thinking of all this. I could do it, but I'd be hurting. I'm already going to be hurting doing this. There's 7.5. So if I turn around now, I'd be like, not quite 8.5, I don't think. What's she doing? You want to turn around? I think she wants to turn around. Okay, well, we'll have over 8, I guess. That's good enough. Okay, well, let's go. Come on. We'll go back. Yeah, we can go back. You're obviously done with your run, so. I always have to listen to her. Because, yeah, I only have like maybe 2 sips of water left. She has no water left. And even if I give her my water, I'm still not going to get her back to the van necessarily if we keep going, so. Yeah, the fact that she's not even, she's like pretty much staying with me. She definitely is ready to go back. I don't think she really wanted to go as far as on this trail at all, really. She just, because she knew we were right there on our road to head back to our van, so. But because I went this way, I think she just tolerated it. But then all of a sudden I turn around, she's just standing there on the trail behind me, like staring at me. That tells me that she doesn't want to go any further, because that sun is warm. Like, I'm not too warm. Yeah, oh yeah, you're hot. You are hot. I'm not too warm because I'm creating a breeze while I'm running, but I don't think that really like helps her out, because she'd be creating a breeze for herself too. I just felt her, and yeah, she's warm. You see, she went straight over to the shade still. Oh, what kind of tree is that? I never noticed that tree before. Some sort of, I don't know, maybe it doesn't look like an oak. Who knows? There's a huge quartz vein on this little hill right here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like big swath of white right there. And it's all the way down, washing down into these little erosion cuts. Is there a mining claim here? I bet you there is. I know there's one right over here, but As if it's over here. Where'd she go? What's she doing? Oh, she's way over there. What the hell are you doing over there? What is she chasing? Oh, I think she was chasing a rabbit. She didn't realize the rabbit is way down further. Because I just saw it running, the rabbit running. She is nowhere near it. Hey, good job, sweet girl. Good job keeping your awareness. Somehow you knew I was still down the trail this way. Because she ran up the road and then came back on the trail. There's 8 miles. So we're going to get about 8.3, I think. Okay, but we're just going to walk. The rest of this, that's a good 2-hour run. That's not bad. Bam! There we go. Yeah, a little over 2 hours. Not a bad little run. Actual moving time was probably 2 hours. So when I talk about like my mileage and stuff like that, I look at it in 2 ways. Really, I'm thinking about it, oh gosh dang, tripping over rolly rocks. I didn't really trip over it. I stepped on it and it rolled 8 inches to the right into my other foot. Darn near made me fall over. Anyways, for me, like I have kind of a mileage goal, but really today was go out for a 2-hour run. So that could be, depending on how fast I'm going, that should be about 10 miles with, you know, climbing up a ridge and the vert and everything. Because we got 1,300 feet of vert. So I always figure when I'm doing vert like this, typically probably around 5 miles an hour pace. So like 10 miles. We didn't even get close to that today. I was goofing off quite a bit though. So like we barely ran. We didn't even run 4 miles an hour. So my pace was 15-minute mile pace average, which isn't so bad because that first 3/4 of a mile was like my first mile was like a 26-minute mile. So I've had some faster miles in order to reduce the average, but oh, and that sun has gotten so freaking hot today. And it is supposed to be warmer too. I think mid-70s today. I mean, it easily feels, it's hard to tell because of that breeze, but it's got to be easily the high 60s already. I think the vehicle that was shooting is leaving now. I think they drove down in there quite a ways into that little gully over there. So I couldn't see them, if I had to guess. But who knows? Yeah, my dog is panting. And she feels warm because of that sun. That tells you how hot the real feel is. It's probably, the real feel is probably 80 something. Again, that breeze feels nice, but I was just making sure that car wasn't going to be coming up this way, because I don't see it. I didn't see it go down the road that way. I didn't see it come up the road this way on the main road. So I was like, where are you going? Your only other option is either be just sitting there or coming up my road, but if he was coming up my road, I would have seen him by now. Gosh dang. Pretty sure. Wow, there's a lot of people on mountain bikes now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people coming down the trail on mountain bikes that we just missed. That's good. Sounds like a bunch of women. I think it's really cool when you get a group of women like that together, just out having fun in the outdoors. That's really cool. Especially with culture nowadays, where as a woman you have to be careful when you're doing things like that, because there's a bunch of, not a bunch, but there's a small minority of no good guys that create problems for everybody. And so it's like, and that's what sucks, because those are the high profile things too. So you get some guy that ends up raping and murdering a girl that was just out on a morning run or whatever, and then it hits the news headlines. So then every woman is scared out there. Doesn't matter the fact that thousands of other women that exact same, even millions of other women that exact same morning did the exact same thing out running and had no problems. But you always hear about that one guy my doggo is, she's spent. I can see why she wanted to turn around. Yeah, I get it. Somebody needs a frozen treat. You deserved one today. You deserved one today, so we're definitely going to make sure you get one, but we're going to let you cool off a little bit first. Drink some water. So, whew, I am sweaty. And spent, like, I could have gone a little bit extra. 8.3. I said I'd be by right at 8.3. Guess what? 8.3 exactly. Like, I would have been okay. Obviously, she was not okay. Pretty sure I bruised my ankle bone with that rock, because it still hurts. Like, what the heck? Oh, yeah. I mean, it left a mark. Like, that. It definitely left a little bruise, like almost like a blood blister type of mark. Okay. Let's put that right there. Why, I need to wash that hat, that's for sure. We are going to, I need to go see if they have more better hats at the old run store down in Bozeman. Oh, I gotta take the shirt off too. It's so wet. I like how I just now noticed that I misspelled the word trail because the Y button is right next to the T. Oh, there we go. That's way better. Way better. I need a drinky drink. I need to swap out my waters. That seems really tough right now. This is my last one, so I gotta put a new case in my fridge. I think I have 2 cases. What are there? I don't know why the waters, they make 8 packs and not 12 packs. It's like, what sense does that make? Ah, that is so good. Oh, what's good right here? What are we charging? We are. Not a lot. Yeah, I can find it. Oh my goodness. My goodness. It's like, gosh dang, the sun's pretty high now. I should be charging it like quite a bit. And then I just looked and I'm only charging it 7 amps. Well, then I realized my fridge is on right now. So once it kicks off, I'll be at about 15 probably. Nice, sweet girl. Hold on. Let me get you a little treat. Oh, that's all. Hold on. It's yours, don't worry. No, it's yours. Hold on. Right here for you. Ooh, that wind is frigid. I might have to Stand out here in the sun. She's enjoying her. Wait, go enjoy your treat. You eat your treat. Yeah. Oh, she's gonna bring it outside, I guess. Yep. Well, don't leave it out there. You can eat it out there. That's fine. I don't mind. There she is. Oh, I should set my chair up, but it's okay. It's okay. Her treat is a mixture of plain yogurt, pumpkin, and I think just a little bit of peanut butter. She has other ones that she's almost out of that is a mixture of plain yogurt, banana, and peanut butter. She likes those ones better. These ones I only made because I had some canned pumpkin that I needed to get rid of. So, but yeah, she definitely prefers the bananas. So I might have to, next time we go to the grocery store, make sure I buy some yogurt and banana, and then I can make some more for her. Well, while she enjoys her little drinky drink, I am going to get myself cleaned up, eat some lunch. Oh, there you go. And then I'll see you guys tonight. So I'm going to recover a little bit. I actually still feel pretty good. I was just starting to get really hot and dehydrated. So, but thanks everybody for joining me today, and I will see you guys on Twitch tonight. So if you're on YouTube and you haven't followed me on Twitch yet, go to Twitch, follow me, because my night times are usually only on Twitch unless I'm doing something special. So bye everyone, love you all, and I'll see you guys next time.